After a while, Chloe's going to can some tomatoes. For now, we've got some butternut squash here. We're going to can and put up. First thing we have to do is to get this hard skin off of it. They call this a winter squash, but here in East Texas it's June. So I don't know if they grow everywhere in the springtime. I've just got a regular vegetable peeler. I reckon you can use a knife. This is easier. I'll make sure I get all that green vein out of it. Alright, you can make a whole video just skinning one of these suckers. Alright, I've got the hide off of it. Just going to cut the ends off. I see another little green stripe there. We're going to cut these. First I'm going to cut the, you see it's shaped kind of like a pear. I'm going to cut it about here. You can see the seeds. I'm just going to scoop those out with a spoon. It's kind of like a pumpkin. Pumpkin with a lot of seeds. Now I can get at it. Alright, I'm going to try to cut these in something close to 1-inch cubes. I know some of you chefs out there are better with a knife than I am, so this takes me a little longer than some. Whoever wrote to cut these into cubes have clearly never seen the shape of the insides of one of these things. We'll do as well as we can. I'm going to put these into a stock pot, and after I've got it full, we're going to boil them for about 2 minutes. And then we're going to start putting them into jars, and that's where we're going to pick up. Okay, I filled up this stock pot, and it's not quite large enough, so I'm going to put it into the pot we're going to bring it to a boil and cook it for 2 minutes. And then we're going to start putting them into the jars. My jars are sterilized over here. Alright, it's been boiling for 2 minutes. So I'm going to strain it out and I'm going to begin putting it into these jars. I don't have a really big funnel, and some of these pieces don't go through too well. Don't laugh at my shortcomings. This stuff smells really good. When I was cutting it up, I was thinking, this stuff is so hard, nobody could ever eat this, you know, but just after a couple of minutes, it's soft. The whole house smells really good. And when we pack these in, I'm not really packing them. It says to loosely pack them because if it becomes a puree or gets all mashed in the bottom, they say that it's difficult to be sure that, you know, they're going to cook all the way through, even though we're going to use a pressure canner. And once I've gotten them in here, I'm going to ladle some of this boiling water back over them. And I'm going to leave an inch of head space. I'm going to try to get my air out. I'm just going around the edge, hoping to get some bubbles out. I'm going to clean around the mouth of my jar so that my lids will make a good seal. Don't want to tighten them too much or they will crinkle up. Let me show you. Some tomatoes that I did last night. I tightened them up too much and now we're going to probably have to eat this right away. It shows to have made a good seal, but I don't trust it. So anyway, we're fixing to make up the other 6 of these. We're going to put them into our pressure canner and that's where we'll pick back up. Alright, we've got everything packed into our jars. We're going to place them into the pressure canner with 3 quarts of water in the pressure canner. Now you've got to check your altitude, check in the manufacturer's literature that came with your pressure canner. For my altitude, I'm going to use 10 pounds of weight. I'm going to process it for 90 minutes. I checked my gasket's in good shape. I held it up to the light and I can see through the port. Locked. Got my weights on now. When the weight begins to rock gently back and forth on this, I'll know that my pressure and my steam are like I want it. And that's where I actually start my timer. And we'll come back after 90 minutes and see what's up. Alright, we've pressure canned them at 90 minutes, 20 pounds. They smell really good. One thing I forgot to mention a little while ago, before you put the weight on top of your lid, you want to make sure that you have a steady column of steam for about 10 minutes, something visible coming out of the top, and then you put your weight on, and once the weight begins to rock, you start your timer then for 90 minutes. And there they are. Thanks for watching.